It is time for another episode of To Eat a God. Last episode, we dissected we went with Unum, and we sort of exposed ourselves as a player. Don't know how that's gonna mess with the run. Nothing has happened yet. Except for Unum getting really hungry and trying to eat me. If you're a Septum fan, this is not a safe space for you. Welcome back to another video today, you guys. I'm Faye. You are a Starbite, but only if you like and subscribe and comment on this video, because if you don't do that, what are you even doing here? I only make videos for my Starbites. If you're not a Starbite, what are you doing here? You gotta get out, or else I'm gonna get Unum on you to dig in your guts. Let's get started on today's episode. Let's explore. Oh, I didn't know we could choose. Okay, find something to defend yourself, investigate the rooms, or walk the halls. Okay, let's find something to defend ourselves. Well, I didn't say attack. That's the difference between attack and defend, but okay. You already have something in mind that could be used to attack Unum. You go back to the kitchen and look around the place for knives. I see a big one right there, Bookie. Once you find them, you choose the biggest and sharpest one, and you keep it inside your clothes. You hope it can work against Unum. Definitely not. Okay, let's investigate. Many of the rooms inside the residence are locked. No matter how hard you try, you can't open their doors. Although there are some that are open, they don't have anything interesting inside. You feel that at any moment you'll reach the room where Unum is, but this one looks different from the others. Wife? When you try to open it, nothing happens. You can't go in. Okay, then we'll just walk the halls then. You walk through all the hallways that are available in the residence. There are a few windows, but no possibility of going out of them because they are barred. Okay. The hallways are full of paintings that focus on showing the human figure and their everyday life. If you were in a museum, it would be very interesting, but now it just makes you uncomfortable. So you focus on looking at everything but the paintings. For example, the doors. Many of the doors are blocked, so you can't venture beyond the hallways. Okay, well, I guess nothing mattered. All we got was something to defend ourselves. You decide it's time to call it a day. Resting in the room Unum gave you doesn't seem like a bad idea. Tomorrow will be a new day. You lie in bed and try to fall asleep. It takes you a little, but in the end, you manage to fall asleep. Good night, guys. Shh. Shh. You don't dream about anything. Shh. Your eyes feel heavy, but when you open them, you feel like you haven't been able to rest at all. Not at all. You're finally awake. Did you feel up on my body? And if you did you feel anything sharp? Because that wasn't a knife. That was just me happy that you were here. Your eyes open upon hearing his voice, and when you find him sitting at the edge of the bed, staring at you with wide eyes. I have made you morning food. Ew. Why is my meat talking to me? With a smile full of sharp teeth, Unum presents you with a tray of fruit and a poorly made copy of what you prepared yesterday. Unum looks proud to show you off the breakfast, but the more you look at what he has in his hands, the more imperfections you see. You can tell he has no idea how to prepare food. I'm not eating that.
But you vegetarian?
No, I'm not vegetarian, but I'm not eating something a god made after trying to eat me. Unum offers you the tray and you must make a decision. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. You tell me you're not hungry right now. But you have to eat in the morning, afternoon, and night. You can't live without it. So Unum does this to keep you alive. Unbelievable. It's not that necessary. Oh. He sounds disappointed. Oh, wait! He's so cute!
He's manipulating me.
You remain in the room for a few minutes, Unum at the foot of the bed, and you look through the barred window. Dway came to visit. Who the hell is Dway? You have no idea, but apparently Unum isn't capable of remaining silent for any stretch of time. And he has the need to explain himself whenever he can. Oh, so he's the exposition dump. He's also not one to keep anything to himself. She passed me the leftover placebo that Mother brought to the hotel. So we'll be able to carry out the experiment without problems. What's the experiment?
I want to create a hybrid.
What did I say last episode? He wants to have a baby? Please tell me he don't want to have a baby. He wants to have a baby. He wants a baby. What? Oh my God! You jumped out of bed from the sheer bizarreness of the situation. I've read that humans go through a cycle that keep them constantly changing, and thanks to that, they're able to produce offspring. Guys, I fucking knew it. I knew it. And the result are beings that are not an exact copy of them. Unlike us, no matter how many times I try, our composition does not allow us to create descendants with our own. Then I started reading the document that Septum has on humans. And there's data of a birth that occurred on a Sunday. Yuck, look at his face, bruh. Yuck. Son of Septum and a human. Septum a baby daddy? Oh no. Unum approaches you so he can take your hand and cover them with its own, asking you to go along with it. You can't believe it. If you accept, I swear that I will take care of you and you will live with all possible comforts. Please, I don't want to be baby. Mr. Christ! Gonna save scum, gonna save scum, gonna save scum. Cause I play Baldur's Gate, I'm gonna stab him. Ooh. Feeling with your hand, you look for the knife that is kept under your clothes. When you feel it, you stop breathing and grab the handle of the knife and stab Unum in the head with all your strength. He stopped moving, going completely still. You notice how the knife has landed perfectly on the redhead's head, even going through his skull. Unum still doesn't move, so you assume he's dead. This is a god. You release all the breath you've been holding and try to remove the knife from Unum's lifeless body. It's stuck. One hand covers your grip on the knife and pulling hard extracts it. He looks happy. Seeing Unum alive and without a trace of red at the side of the wound is a shocking image. Even more so, what emanates from the place where the knife impacted is a golden liquid. You really thought that was going to help you? Pathetic. With the same knives, Unum decides to finish you without hesitation. It hits the same place where you attacked him, on the head. You lose your life instantly. Bad end, don't play with knives. I don't want to have a baby. Decline. I can't. I'm infertile. You say as quietly as possible, afraid of how he might react. But you won't do it. Not even because your life is at stake. His hands release yours slowly, and for a moment, Unum has a serious expression. All right. Oh. You can't believe it. Has it worked? Will he really leave you alone? Will you be able to get out of here then? I see I have no more reason to keep you here. And I'm not hungry anymore. You can go. I can go. Unum walks you to the front door, staying in front of you the whole time. He doesn't seem upset or anything, but he also doesn't have the light attitude that he'd had since you met him. It's strange to see him so calm. He opens the door for you and invites you out. His wife's about to be there. She's gonna go shank me. Something is wrong, but you cling to the belief that you are steps away from your freedom. With your head down, you walk through the doorway, and Unum closes the door without saying anything. Now you are outside. You're about 10 steps out the door when you fall, feeling a stabbing pain beneath your knees. Fall and roll into the grass, and if it weren't for your arms, your face would probably been scratched up. You try to stand up urgently, but the pain is so much that you can't do anything but crawl. You raise your head to understand why your legs don't respond. Did it cut off my legs? With terror, you realize that your legs are no longer connected to your body. You scream until your throat starts to burn. Are those his wives? What'd I just say? His wife's about to be there. She's gonna go shank me. Okay. And feminine laughter joins your screams. The last thing you see is several hands that are tearing you to pieces. Bad end. Unum lets you die. Am I actually gonna have to go back and go with Septum?
Sure, I'd love to have a baby with you.
You don't know what you're getting into. You have no idea what the procedure will be like. But under the promise that you can live, you will do anything. Okay, let's do it. Unum looks at you with his mouth open, processing what just came out of your mouth. And as if a light bulb went off inside his head, Unum suddenly grabs your cheek and crashes his mouth against yours. His hands begin to slowly move across your body from your cheeks down to your hips and thighs. Hold on. What are we about to get into, Unum? I love you. Whoa, stop. No. He's going very fast. And not to invalidate the redhead's feelings or words, but you don't think he means it. He's only known you for a few days. I've wanted you since I saw you at the hotel. I love you so much. This is probably what I read on Quotev. Now that I'm actually seeing the face, like, ooh, wait a minute, back up a little bit. Damn, he's crazy, but you like that. Then suddenly, Unum stops. Are you pregnant now? Oh, shit. I forgot about consent. You know what? At least he's PR trained. I think it's something important for you humans. Indeed, it is important. You have to give him points for keeping that in mind. Thanks for knowing the bare minimum. Can we proceed? Ask what he means. You think you two are probably not thinking the same thing, so you decide to ask with some embarrassment. How would we do it? It's very easy. When I read, Septum preferred to use this method. I must combine your soul with mine. Unum slowly runs his hand across his chest, and gently he removes something shiny from it. It's a transparent sphere dripping with gold-like liquid. I have to place this inside your chest and then remove it. It's my essence, so we must do it carefully, he says, smiling tenderly. Oh wait, he's kind of seducing me a little bit. It won't hurt. So what I'm getting from this is he's basically trying to ascend me to at least semi-godhood so we can baby make without any of the repercussions, because you know he might break me when he's trying to like Breg's looks just like I'm not gonna die again this time, you guys. We're gonna accept. You sure? Who doesn't want to be a god? Yes, I consulted with Sextum a while ago. Is this a different person, or is he just calling Septum Sextum? Oh no, Sextum is a woman. Okay. And she said it's not dangerous because it's just a small exchange that will combine both genes to form a new one. Oh, so we don't have to make baby a demigod descended from a symbol into human. Okay, so he doesn't even know about freakiness. Although Unum's word calms you down a little, there's something that has been bothering you from the beginning. But I can get pregnant, or I don't want to get pregnant. I don't want to get pregnant. Unum looks at you strangely. Is that when female humans carry the baby? You nod your head and Unum does nothing but laugh. That won't be a problem. Whether you're biologically capable of carrying a baby or not, I don't want to take the risk of losing you. Not even through that process. Sextum? Why is his name Sextum? Why'd you name him that? Explain it to me, and it takes a long time. The offspring will be cultivated within the new essence that will be formed. It won't affect your body or mine. After saying that, Unum asks you once more, and you, calmer, accept again. With the same sense of delicacy, Unum places the hand holding his essence on your chest and applies pressure. The place where he's pressing on you starts to feel hot, and not to the point of burning or pain, but hot nonetheless. Until something inside you opens, allowing Unum to pass through your chest. Ugh. Does it hurt? He acts scared. He tried to remove his hand, but you stopped him. No, but it feels strange. Just a little more. Hang in there. Okay. You both remain still for a long time, and you wonder how much longer it will take for the exchange of essences to end. Meanwhile, Unum observes your features with fascination. There's a moment when you feel like your chest starts to burn. It hurts a little, but you endure it. Oh, that's that perm feeling. There, that's it. Unum removes his hand from your body with the previously gold-like colored essence now taking on another color. Unum examines it before giving you a smile that shows all his teeth. With great care, he places the essence in your hand, extracting a large part of it to form two, one gold, and the one you have in your hand, a beautiful red color. Upon observing it for a long time, you notice how there's movement within the essence. Something is forming. Unum, for his part, places his essence back in his chest, guarding it. I will place the baby in a safe room. Episode 2, and we're having babies. Okay. He warns you before taking the baby from your hands and carrying them out of the room. In a way, you feel this whole situation is bizarre. Your body feels heavy, as if you had run 4 kilometers without rest. It's strange, like he's taken out a part of your body, an important part, but you are complete. There's nothing missing. This is like the feeling where you dream of having a baby and wake up and the baby's there. I've never had that dream, but I heard some of y'all had that dream, so I'm trying to relate to y'all. If you want, you can rest here for a while. Unum says as he appears back in the room and settles into bed. You decide to lie down for a while, and without realizing it, you close your eyes for a moment. Nola, is that you? I see that you have eaten unsanctified food. Inside you, there's poison spreading little by little. Sorry, I can't control how my fruits are consumed. What? Unum is an idiot. What? You wake up suddenly feeling a drop of cold sweat running down your neck.
Sin City wasn't made for you.
Why are the tips of my fingers black? And where are your clothes? Not that I'm complaining. And the first thing you see is Unum looking at you closely, almost inspecting you. Your breathing is constant when you rest. Impressive. Honestly, you'd rather him make these kind of comments than have him freak out for 5 minutes, wanting to break you into pieces to discover how your body works. Have you been watching me while I sleep? You freak? Yes. Like that's some weird thing to do. We just made a baby. Of course I'm gonna watch you while you sleep. That's what everybody does here. Bro's confused. Is it forbidden to do so? No, but it's weird. You stop when you feel your stomach turn. Something inside you burns. Did bro feed me while I was asleep? Sleeping people don't want tea. Have you never watched that video? Fuck. We were just talking about consent, bruh. You get up quickly, thinking you'll throw up. But the only thing that comes out of your mouth are red petals mixed with blood. What? You look closely at them. They seem to have a strange-looking symbol on them. What's that? You don't have time to think for a moment because a coughing attack stops you. Bro got that Hanikamika, or whatever it's called, the coughing flower disease. Something scratches your throat. Faye? Don't tell me you gave them food. Aliana? Aliana? Oh, bro sees his wife. Wait, why is she fine shit? Unum? I heard from Ignis and Solaris that you've been preparing food without doing the sanctification ritual. What? You have to cause Sextum if you don't want this thing to die. But Sextum is in the church. You're right. What about King Quay? He's mad at me. I'm sure he'll come. Aliana, help me, bro. Aren't we sister wives? You're not understanding anything. Your body doesn't ask for anything more than to expel what's in your throat. But even though you're coughing constantly, nothing comes out. You're choking on the petals, and you can't take it anymore. Careful. The woman tries to go towards you, but can't catch you when you fall from the bed to the floor. The fall is so strong that it makes your bones ache. The air that enters your lungs is not enough to keep you conscious. You fall unconscious. You feel hands grab you by force, trying to pull you down. I know I'm not gonna die, but why the fuck would he give me food while I'm asleep? And you know, to do that, he would have to open my mouth, force that shit down my throat, and then massage my throat to get me to swallow. You feel hands grab you by force, trying to pull you down, but something prevents you, and electricity runs through your body.
Sin City was a baby,
Hey! Wait, dark skin? Brown skin at the very least. You open your eyes, but the light is too bright. They're going to die? Unum's voice is heard in the distance. If this one dies and you blame me again, I already apologized, only because this Ignis told you to. Hey! Hey! The shouting is what brings you back to life. You open your eyes, and the first thing you see is an unknown entity that has one hand. First thing you see is an unknown entity that has one hand holding you by the shoulders, the other hand carefully touching your stomach. How the hell did they eat something unpurified? Your stomach churns again as the entity's hand gently squeezes a specific area. Bro, he's so small he only needs one popcorn ass. You can't help but drop to the ground to expel more red petals. Shit. Was it necessary to purify the food? Are you missing neurons or something? Tria has said 1,000,000 times what's happened to her fruits, and you have no idea? Your wives need to eat, and you have no idea? I don't know how to cook. They're the ones who cook. So I didn't know that you had to purify the food. Duh. You're so fucking stupid. What outfit you got on? Bro, can you take me? Your eyes can't stay open. Is this King Quay? Sextum? Who is this? Whoever it is, can he take me, please? I think I'll die if I stay here. I don't care if I become a deadbeat mom. You stop listening to what's happening and fall back into a deep sleep. The increase in temperature is what wakes you up. You feel a thick drop of sweat running down your forehead. But you want to go back to sleep again. You're very tired. You should be grateful that this thing's biology and mine are very similar. Have you done this before? Of course. I can't be everywhere at once. There's always the chance that one of my children might eat a fruit that wasn't sanctified. You open your eyes to see what's happening, but the light is too bright. Oh, King Quay, it's working. So he's already wifed up. Unum says it as if he can't believe it. King Quay clicks his tongue, exasperated. Don't shout. We still need to extract the main rose. A strange sensation forms on the skin covering your abdomen. Something is pushing its way up your stomach with urgency. It doesn't hurt, but it feels uncomfortable. Spit it out here. Your vision is filled by a hand waiting with an open palm for something. And something doesn't take long to arrive, as you throw up a perfectly intact rose from your mouth. It's disgusting, and judging by King Quay's face, he doesn't think the same. In fact, he looks completely indifferent, as if he doesn't care about holding a rose covered in saliva and gastric juices. As if he's done this countless times before. It's exactly the same. I really don't understand the difference between mine and Sextum's. Their biology is very similar. Yours don't think. Unum replies playfully. Why am I stuttering, bruh? You're the one who doesn't think. King Quay quickly stands up and grabs Unum by his clothes. The redhead just laughs, downplaying King Quay's anger. Bro got that Satoru, get what? He got that Ghetto Suguru haircut. His smile vanishes completely, and he looks down at King Quay, utterly serious. Huh? And how do you know about them? I could hear another heartbeat besides this human's. Unum remains still, staring intently at King Quay. Whether due to difficulty of holding his gaze against the sun or simply discomfort, King Quay clicks his tongue, letting go and pushing away. I suppose Sextum has already told you that I'll be the one making the change. Yes. Then, Unum smiles again. Do you want to see them? No thanks. I'll return to my domain. Bro, take me with you! Please take me with you, King Quay, please! If you need help in any unfamiliar situation, you can call me or Sextum. We are all aware about this. Without another word, King Quay leaves the room. Unum remains thoughtful for a moment before giving you a knowing look. Now comes the hard part, cultivating a god. We have to cultivate this god until it's completely ready. But I'm going to need your help. I still don't understand how organic life goes through changes that allows it to grow and improve. I've never seen it with my own eyes. So I suppose you know a little more about this. You'll do whatever it takes to save your skin, and if that means playing happy family with the sun god, you'll do it without hesitation. Okay, count on me. I guess we're having a baby. Unum smiles without showing his teeth. His expression is tender, nothing like the looks he used to give you. The day passes quickly, and incredibly, you find yourself accompanied by Unum and his wives. Even though the heat is becoming increasingly hard to bear, it's nothing that can truly hurt you. A little heat doesn't kill anyone, right? You look around and see 3 pairs of eyes fixed on you. Eliana, Ignis, and Solaris. Even though they stare at you as if they want to devour you, they remain quite respectful and calm, unlike Unum. Ladies, what's up? Unum asks his wife to show him how to purify food, because according to him, both you and the baby should eat without worrying about poisoning from Tria. Alright, we know this is Eliana. I'm assuming this is Ignis, and I forget the other one's name. You have to bring your hands together around the fruit, and you must sing the essence of Tria. Without further explanation, Ignis starts singing in a language you do not understand. Both you and Unum stare in amazement as the fruit begins to glow. Then you witness a seal shattering in midair. When Tria's seal is broken, the fruit can be consumed. Maybe the little god doesn't face immortal danger as Fae when eating unsanctified fruits, but the risk is always there. Maybe it's like us. Don't assume without knowing, dears. Today we'll cook, but starting tomorrow, you'll do it. You'll cook for everyone. For a moment, you think she's talking to you, but then you realize Eliana's eyes are fixed on Unum. So pay attention. So this is like flashy Tengen Uzui. Tengen and his 3 wives. I'm the 4th. I always wanted this. I'm actually really happy here, you guys. After an intense cooking class, where you have to constantly redirect Unum's attention to the explanation, everyone gathers around the table. Then you all begin to eat. The atmosphere is cozy, even more so than your mind could imagine, and that scares you a little. Unum wives talk a lot. Too much. So much that you struggle to follow them, though Unum doesn't mind. With the 30-minute mark. This is when my mouth stops working. He pays attention to everything they say, occasionally asking questions but never interrupting. You're speechless. Tomorrow we'll go with Dway to check on Orion's belt. It's been a long time since you've been there. I don't like that Dway refers to you by your assigned names. You're no longer her property. Yes, we are. Solaris, what's going on? Unum, we've already talked about this. Unum lets out a sigh, clearly displeased and overwhelmed by the situation. I still don't understand how it doesn't bother you. You are free. You're no longer under anyone's command. That only applies when Dway isn't around and we still have responsibilities. But, he loves his wives! Eliana takes Unum's hand tenderly, caressing the back of it with her thumb. Unum, on the other hand, swallows his words, choosing not to argue any further. I think I chose the right guy. Even though... Okay. But, I attacked him. It was self-defense on his part. By the time you're finished, Unum and you clear the dishes to wash them, while the wives say their goodbyes and wish you goodnight. Did they have other names? Yes. Dway gives them names when creating them. Usually she just assigns a number, but if they're brilliant and perform well, Dway names them with honors. What are they called? Alnatak, Alnilum, and Mintaka. They are beautiful names, but they're names that are under ownership. When they came to me, I asked them to choose their own names. I see. Your name. Was it imposed upon you? The name you gave me when you were with Nilla, does that count as imposed? You changed the subject to avoid answering his question. You don't know if Unum catches the hint or not, but he plays along. Wait a minute. Who is... Are we saying player has a name and I imposed my name upon the player? Don't talk to me. Time passes as you discuss how to sanctify food, while Unum shows you that he learned with an apple. And incredibly, he managed to break the seal. With a smile revealing all his teeth, he offers it to you. I'm gonna accept it. What would be the point in declining? You grab the apple and take a big bite. After chewing, you smile, baring your teeth just as he does. Unum blushes and laughs heartily. Oh! Eventually, you feel tired and Unum takes you to your room. Unum glances at you for a second while you're already under the sheets, then suddenly approaches. When you sleep, what does it feel like? It's a bit difficult to answer with his face so close to yours. How do you answer someone who can't or doesn't need to sleep? Explain the simple way. You don't want to confuse him by delving into convoluted or hard to explain concepts like sleep phases or why dreams exist. He seems like a pretty simple-minded guy. Maybe you could explain that another day. So you simply reply with what feels like to sleep. While you speak, you notice Unum reclining on the bed, watching you with his eyes wide open. His attention is entirely on you, catching every word you utter, just as he did when his wives were talking at the table. He looks cute. He does. Oh my gosh. In a moment, Unum's expression shifts to one of distress. Do you think the baby can dream? I wish they could experience that. It sounds liberating. We know he doesn't dream because he doesn't sleep. I think they'll be able to dream. What? Do you really believe that? You nod and Unum pounces on you to give you a hug and a kiss. I'm so happy. It scares you a bit that he takes your words as absolute truth. That's a surprise tool that can help us later. Unum clears his throat, a bit embarrassed by his remark. You should rest now. See you in a few hours. Good night. He kisses you on the forehead and leaves the room. You ponder for a long time over the conversation with Unum. The names here are important. More important than you thought. If Unum's wives belong to Dway, then the symbols must also belong to someone. Could that someone be Septum? Maybe tomorrow you should ask why names are important and why Unum doesn't feel comfortable calling his wives by their original names. Little by little, your eyes begin to close, and you sink into a deep sleep. And this is where we stop. That is the end of episode 2. Let's just go over a little quick summary of what happened. We had a baby with Unum. We died twice in this episode. Once by Unum, once by his wives. Now I know. I'm not gonna attack gods anymore. Maybe. We saw King Quay. King Quay's fine shit. I wish he would took him with him, but you know, I guess he's a little booed up or whatever. We did not leave the palace. I kind of want to talk to Nulla or Septum again, but maybe now that I'm on Unum's route, I can't really talk to them, in which case I'm probably gonna have to release more episodes where I try different routes. If that's something you guys will be interested in, just let me know. Put down in the comments what we think of Unum so far. Do we think he's cute? Do we think he's a freak? If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe and comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.